Basic navigation with on-screen takeoff. One of the first things to learn with the navigation is how to zoom in and zoom out. On the toolbars up at the top here, you're going to find a magnifying glass that has a little plus sign on it. When you click that, it zooms in on increments, set increments. And similar, right to the left of that is the zoom out button. It zooms out at increments. I'll zoom back in a little bit here. Another thing to know is how to move around the drawing. There's a couple ways to do it. On the left side of the screen here, this top left window is called the pan window. You can drag it with your mouse to different parts of the drawing. You can also use the scroll bar on the bottom to scroll to the right. You can use the scroll bar on the right to go up and down. You can also use the wheel on the mouse to go up and down. And if you hold the shift key, the wheel on the mouse goes right and left. And one other handy button is the full page button, zoom to full page here. This brings you out to the full page. So anytime you've zoomed in and you just want to get back to the full page, hit that button to zoom to full page. Another really handy button is the zoom tool here that allows you to zoom in on a specific area of the building. Now when you click this, let's say I want to zoom in on this top right part of the building where the electric room is. There's two ways to zoom in. You can either drag your mouse down and over, or I'll use the full page to go back to the full page, or it's actually easier just to go diagonally. Instead of going down and over, just go diagonal and it'll zoom in on that area of the drawing. Finally, one more thing about the navigation here that is going to come into play is checking the scale. This tool here called the dimension tool allows you to check the scale. Now I've set this to 1/8 of an inch equals a foot. That's the default scale actually. I can change it here or I can change it on the cover sheet. To check that dimension, which should be 3 feet, I just drag my mouse from one opening of the door to the other. Well, it looks like the scale on this drawing is incorrect. So to fix it, you just go up to Edit, Calculate Scale. Now this window has to stay open, so I'm going to drag it out of the way a little bit. I'm going to put in the known distance of 3 feet here. It's 300. Think of that as 3 feet 00 inches. Now you leave that window open and you drag your mouse from the same distance here. When I let up on the mouse, it tells me the scale is actually 1 inch equals 6 feet 0 inches. And then when I hit OK, it resets the scale. If I've done any measurements, it'll correct them. So as long as you catch it at some point, your scale will be correct.